Hi, I'm Sam and I'm here to teach you a little bit about calculator programming. First of all, make sure you have a TI-83 or TI-84 family calculator. Otherwise, this tutorial is useless. Now, first of all, we have to ask ourselves, what is a program? A program is a given set of instructions that you give some kind of computer, in this case a calculator, and it carries them out. First of all, to create a program, hit the program button right here. So here's my list of programs already. Let's make a new program. Now you have to give the program a name. The name you give the program doesn't affect the program at all. It's just a good reference for the user. Like if I named it addition, it would be generally related to addition, and so on. So let's make one that can multiply. Let's just call it XX. Alright, so what are these colon things? This means new line of code. So if I press enter a lot, it'd be giving me a lot of new lines of code. If you get rid of that, just press del or delete. Well, gotta go up first. And basically, to make a program, you're basically giving it instructions and telling it what to do. And most of the instructions you're going to use on a program are located by hitting the program button while you're editing it. Right here, see, look, you've got CTL, IO, and execute. IO is output input, execute, execute. And I'm not exactly sure what CTL means. I think it means control. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, first of all, to make a program, since you're in these instructions, you can give it some kind of instruction. I think I start all my programs with output input 8 or clear home. What it does is it'll clear the home for you. So when you run the program, it'll just clear the home screen. But since we want to make it do multiplication, we're going to get into that. Now, the first step, you want the user to be able to input a number. Otherwise, it'd be useless because it wouldn't do anything. So we're going to hit program again. Now let's go over to the input-output. Now there's two different commands for inputting stuff from the user, input and prompt. In this case, I think that input would be the best choice. The difference between input and prompt is that, well, first of all, they're spelled and pronounced differently, but besides that, input is where it would just display a question mark and you enter something like 5 times 6. If prompt, it actually displays a letter. Like if you hit prompt A in the calculator editing, it would actually put, when you run the program, it would say A equals question mark. That's useful for stuff like formulas, but for something like this, I think it's easier for input. So we have to assign it a variable. So let's just say input X. It can be anything. It could be A or B or C, anything. So let's go ahead and just name it X. Now press enter to make a new line of code, which is represented by the colon. So now we've input X. Now the user's put in any kind of number or something. And now we need them to input a second number. Well, we don't have to, but this works. So let's input X and input A. Now it's collected two variables from the user and it stored them as them. So every time you mention A, it'll pop up whatever the user put in there for A. So let's just make a simple addition program. X plus A. Now, what about X plus A? You got to tell it what you're going to do. So we're going to store it as something. The store key, right here, right next to the on button, has a little arrow. It stores it as something else. Let's just store it as B. So now whenever I ask for B, it's going to do whatever X plus A is, and that's what you input right here. So let's hit program again. Let's go to the input-output, and let's end this program by hitting disp. Disp displays whatever you want to display. So this time we're going to display B. So see, this is the answer. So now, second quit program, let's go to XX and let's run it. It clears the home. It's got a question mark. It's asking for something. So let's type in 4. Now it's asking for the other variable. Enter 5. It should give us 9. Gives us 9.